This next lesson is on order of operations. When you look at number 1, you have 8 times parentheses 13 subtract 7 parentheses. You can't just go 8 times 13 then subtract by 7 because there is an order to solve the problem. If you don't follow the order, it is incorrect. Therefore, students were provided a pyramid, an order of operations, where if you see parentheses, that is your first job to do. If you see exponents, that's your second job. The next job is multiply or divide, and notice the or on there because if divide is first, they do that first. Adding or subtracting. Adding or subtracting, and if subtraction is first, they do that first. If adding is first, they do that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So when we go back and look at number 1, my parentheses are first. So I'm going to solve this and then multiply by 8. When I look down, I'm going to skip around a little bit. When I look down to number 9, here's a great example of that add or subtract step. That was the 4th step in our order of operations pyramid. Here, subtraction and adding are on the same line or in the same equation. Subtraction is first, so we are going to do 12 subtract 8 first, which is 4, and then you're going to add your 7, which is 11. If you look at this one, here you have adding and then multiplying. If we think back to our order of operations, we don't have to worry about parentheses. We don't have exponents in our problem. We have multiply or divide. So that would be our first step in the 5 plus 5 times 9. So 5 times 9 is 45. And then you go back and you add the 5 to get 50. Sometimes what I like to do is I like to write out my work so that I can keep track of the correct order, because the more numbers that are given or the more operations that are given, it gets a little bit trickier, especially for like number 7. Here's a good example. I would do the division first because that's in the parentheses. So I don't get confused about what to do next. I like to write out the rest of the